Hello, welcome to the Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 170. This is your host, Shaun Tudor.
And this is Sam.
You still have not posted 168 or 169 on YouTube's.
I posted 168.
Did you?
Yep, we have 7 views on it.
Damn, but not 169. 169 yet.
No, I was gonna work on that tonight.
Okay. Guys, go watch our YouTube because then you get to see us.
Yes, and cute little Mimi.
And Mimi.
Hopefully.
Also subscribe because we've got like 7 subscribers.
Yeah.
So if you could subscribe, that would be really cool too.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
And
if instead of do a podcast, just go to YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the
And they
coolest
can
shit
watch
ever.
us. Look at our cool background that I made.
I look like I just came off a job site, even though I didn't do like anything today.
Proud of you. I look like a homeless person.
Right on par.
Ripping my Flagner fail gear. And my actual ring today.
Dude, I was rocking Flagner Fail today too. I didn't have my ring because I planned to train today.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up plowing snow the whole time.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yep.
How long did it take you today?
I started at 7. When'd you leave?
7.
I started at 7:15.
Okay.
I finished up at 10.
Oh, was that...
That includes driving to Bergen.
Okay, yeah.
And plowing Bergen out.
Yeah. Can't say I'm surprised.
No. Tomorrow, I'm thinking, though, I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm thinking of just getting up right away. And I'm sorry, neighbors, if you get mad that I'm plowing. But, just getting started at 6 a.m.
Do you not hear everyone else in this neighborhood starting at 6 a.m.?
Do they really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sleeping.
Yeah, did you not? We're the last to, do anything with our driveway. Maybe except for the red truck neighbors, but...
For real?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because when I left...
That's a good point. All their shit's always clean before I even, do anything.
Get out, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing that.
Hopefully, this YouTube video, we're testing out my phone instead of the stream camera we have. For some reason, our streaming camera, it's not focusing on us like it's supposed to. So, we're going to try to work that out, but for now, we're going to try my phone, see how it looks.
Yeah.
If it looks good, we'll just keep doing it.
Yep. Oh, so it's our anniversary today?
It is.
1 year.
Hence the real ring today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 year of wedded bliss.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell people what we got each other for our wedding gift?
We got the exact same... Wait, wedding gift? Our anniversary
gift?
We got the exact same thing.
For each other?
Yep.
What's the chances? Well, I want to say a little, not that high, that we'd get the exact same thing.
Yeah. We both typed out each other's vows and put them in cute little frames. The funny part, both of us got floating frames.
Yeah.
With black borders.
From Michael's.
Yep.
Dude. We're good at what we do.
Yeah, we are. If you guys don't know, every anniversary gift is supposed to have a theme. And the first one is paper. Mm-hmm. So, hence why we probably both did that. And then I also got Shaun books on top of it. Paper.
That makes sense.
I mean, we didn't give each other pretty much not anything for Christmas and nothing for my birthday. Mm-hmm. So you'll probably get nothing for your birthday.
I didn't give you anything for your birthday.
You got me...
Flowers.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
That's fine, right?
Yeah.
That's what white people do?
Yeah, 100%. So, that's why I figured we should actually do something for our anniversary.
What do you mean?
Well, we actually got something.
Oh, gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
Yeah. And then you at least have, a theme you have to go off of. That gives you a little bit easier of a time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't realize I typed in February instead of doing 22. I could have done that.
I did.
I know. Huh, neat.
Yeah, because it's 2.22.22.
Yeah. No,
I put
2022.
I did put
Rookie.
2022.
Rookie.
Man, now I fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You put the place, too. Look at you.
Dude, damn. Crushing it. Mm-hmm. I honestly was like, oh, I'm going to do this sappy thing. She's going to have no idea. She didn't get me some shit, that's just dumb. And then she got me the same thing. I'm like, damn. Great minds think alike, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
I feel like they both... I was explaining to Shaun. We both did it in a way that, suits the other. So Shaun, put a picture of us and made it cute and sappy. And I didn't put a picture of us, and I just put this green thing around the our vows part.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks a little more chill.
Mm-hmm.
So then if he puts it at his desk, people won't be like, oh, what's that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's more nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Me too. Cool. What you got cooking?
Oh, well, my coworker requested that we talk about what we've learned in a year of marriage.
Are we doing that today?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Why wouldn't we? Today's the 1 year.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. WiscoREI was a really good turnout last night.
Oh, I suppose we could talk about other updates first.
47 people
Yeah,
at
that was good.
WiscoREI last night. Very good turnout. Mike Morawski came and spoke. I thought he did a really good job.
Yeah, he did excellent job.
All right, this is what was pretty crazy. So he spoke for 90 minutes, which was fine. Like, that was great. 90 minutes was great. He broke down in depth, fully, the whole process of multifamily investing.
Yeah.
Like, usually we have people come in and talk about multifamily investing, or like we'll talk about investing, and like it's like an overview.
Yeah.
This was like in depth, every single step from start to finish, with a massive section on due diligence of like
Yes.
everything he does in this huge Excel spreadsheet. Like, I thought we had pretty good Excel spreadsheets.
That one was
we
intense.
suck. Like, all of our Excels are nowhere near what this one dude's is.
Yeah.
Just boom. But he's been doing it for 30 years, so he's got a pretty good system.
Yeah, I mean, he did say that a spreadsheet has taken him 20 years.
Yeah.
So, it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was absolutely awesome. The level, the amount he was able to cover in 90 minutes was pretty astounding.
Yeah.
So
without like making it feel rushed. He was
Yeah.
really good at that.
yeah,
I liked it.
yeah. So yeah, talked to him afterwards. So he did a really good job, and hopefully he will come and do our speak at our full day event on April 22nd.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be really good. So if you're interested, April 22nd full day event in Eau Claire for real estate through WiscoREI.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
We get that. I feel like other things did happen this weekend, and now I forgot what they were.
I drove my side-by-side through town today to plow. It felt right.
Mm-hmm.
It felt right.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yep. If I had a plow truck, though, like the amount of time that would cut down and the like how legal it would be then would go way up.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Remember when I used to have a plow truck?
Yep, I do not miss it.
No?
No.
I miss the noise that thing made.
No.
All right. What else we got? What did we do this weekend? Really productive weekend.
It was. What did we do Saturday?
I remember we went to we went to Bridge Street Brew.
Oh,
Bridge Street Brew in Chippewa. Had some great food, wrote some blogs.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we didn't have to worry about doing our blogs this week.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually kind of awesome.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Hit some coffee, blog. And then where were you at?
Didn't you draw we went to I saw the Lake Wissota house for the first time.
Yep.
So that was really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that.
It's fully sided now.
I love the color of it. Mm.
It's sick. It's super sick.
Yep. So I got to see that. So that was really cool. And then we went grocery shopping. I feel like we did something because then we hung out with him the afternoon.
Hung out with him. We were supposed to get dinner with Jeff and Mitch. We did get dinner with Mitch.
We did get dinner with Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then we went and saw Gibby and them at
Because you went to see your dad while I went and hung out with the girls.
That was Sunday.
That was Saturday.
That was Sunday.
No, that was Saturday. Because remember, then we met at home and then went out. Yeah, so that was Saturday.
Because I went Sunday too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Crazy.
Yep.
I thought I missed Saturday. I guess I didn't.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Do you know what amazes me? How shiny this thing still is.
Mm-hmm.
So neat.
Mm-hmm.
I should do a bath with it before this weekend, though.
That's a good idea. I'm really understanding the power of skilled labor.
Oh, yeah.
Some people have spent many years learning a craft. And when you do that craft every single day, you become extremely skilled at it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've actually done that with anything.
Oh, yeah, this discussion.
I don't know what I've actually accomplished that I can do so much better than other people.
Mm-hmm.
But so I had the Heath Brothers siding for us. Watching that siding process, I'm like, dude, you guys are so fucking good at this shit because they've been doing it for years.
Right.
But and they're young too. So what are they gonna look like in 10 years? But it made me think of Nate and building houses because the speed that he can work with steel is astounding.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Well, not only steel, the whole process, framing, everything that has to do with it. He's so fast and skilled because he's been doing it for 15 years.
That's insane.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe longer now. I don't know. He's getting to be an old man. But anyhow,
he listens to this, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's why I said that.
No.
But to see that process and how fast, so what made me think of it is we had some drywallers come, and these drywallers hung a basement with drywall in 3 hours. They hung the whole basement, ceilings, walls, everything in 3 hours. 2 guys.
And it was really good, wasn't it?
Really good, yeah, professional grade. And it made me think about when I used to, when I worked with Nate, and I would hand up the steel to Nate and Dan would just whip through, screwing, setting it and then putting all the screws in and making sure it stays level. And I was like, oh, that's what it's like. So when you do it when you're doing it all the time, the speed, it's there. You don't even have to communicate. They just know what to do,
Yeah, that's cool.
And so it's just really cool to stop and think about it, seeing Nate do that on houses, and then seeing these drywall guys do it, seeing the Heath Brothers do it on siding. I'm like, it's every field. These guys do these things really fast, skilled.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of took me out of the jack of all trades thing, and into the more if Kyle and I general properly and get these skilled guys in, the amount that speeds up the process is we could turn so many more projects, even if we couldn't find the amount of properties to flip, if we just generaled getting the skilled labor where they need to be to do their job, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I think it's just really fun to see what people who are really good at what they do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really awesome.
Oh shoot, you had made a thought pop in my head and then I forgot it. Do you see what it looks like outside?
Yeah, it's not great out there.
No. So funny thing about today, last year on our wedding day, it did snow in Las Vegas, just a tiny bit, and then by the time we woke up, it was gone. And then it's a giant snowstorm here. Mm-hmm. So we're just bringing in all the snow on our wedding day.
I guess so.
For 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because my thing that I kind of relearned was, what did I tell you I relearned this week? Oh, I wrote it down in my journal downstairs. I don't remember.
Did it have to do with what we learned in the last year?
No, just because this past week, you remembered to not be a jack of all trades, to try to perfect a skill or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about that before, you and I have.
Right.
And then there was something that I was just like, I need to remember this. I'll bring it up next Friday.
Okay. Maybe you'll think of it. But I don't. What do I perfect moving forward?
I mean, I think one of your things should be, businesses and running businesses. Because there's things you tell me all the time that you and Kyle need to do to make your business more effective and more profitable. And you still haven't done them.
I need an implementer.
Yes. Because you're the visionary and you need an implementer.
I need an implementer.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Yep.
I noticed that, like, I'm really good at getting nothing accomplished.
So good at it.
But I can get nothing accomplished, but man, I know how to solve those issues. But then it's like, hey, you got to solve them. And I'm like, ooh, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Yep.
I'll tell you what to do. I don't know about all that shit. Yeah.
So I think that's...
So I need an implementer.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
Or perfect being an implementer? I don't know.
Dude.
They're just like, ugh, no. Anyways. Do you want to do what we've learned on 1 year marriage now?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, Shaun. You can go first. A lot of these things will be repetitive things of what we've talked about in previous podcasts. I think one of the greatest things we do is every night we say our 5 gratefuls each.
Yep.
It just really reminds you of the little things throughout the day, and it makes you think. There's been quite a few days, especially recently, that it takes me a long time to figure 5 things that I'm grateful for. Because a lot of these days right now, I've been just going to work, visiting my dad, coming home, going to bed. So it really makes you think and appreciate the small things in life. It also helps us go to bed happier.
Yeah.
I don't think you and we've never had an issue of going to bed not happy, I don't think.
A couple times. There's been a couple times.
But it's probably a handful in a year. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
Sometimes I like razzing Sam up.
On purpose.
On purpose, to see where it'll take us for the night. It's like a little experiment.
It's the worst. Ooh, I remember what I was thinking earlier, and I was going to bring it up during this point.
Okay.
Don't think someone's going to change because you get married. And Shaun, I'm not dissing you on this. But Shaun is not a very lovey-dovey person. Not very sentimental. Nothing.
Yeah.
And I know that, and I accept it, and I love him for it. But there was some things that I was like, I don't know. I was just like, maybe he'll do something extra on this, and then no.
Like what? Give me one example.
Oh, my 30th birthday.
Yeah, dude. You're lucky you got what you did.
I know, exactly.
That was stretching for me.
I know. And it was mainly Brooke.
Yeah. Did you think I was gonna do something a little more extravagant?
Oh, no. Well, I was hoping you would.
Sure.
Which is why, in September and October, I was like, oh, we should really plan something for my 30th. Because I was like, it'd be cool to, go somewhere, do something, something. And then once it got to December and there was nothing, I then started just being like, no, let's not do anything. And Shaun's like, but you said you wanted to do something. What should we do? And I was like, no. And then you kept asking me questions of well, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no. What I want is to not have to make any decisions on this.
Then you get what you get. You got what I gave you. That's what you get.
And it was only because Brooke and I are on the same page.
That's it.
Get yourself a Brooke. She saves marriages.
Get yourself a Brooke. That's what it comes down to is
But you just have to accept
get yourself a Brooke.
Yeah. If you're a guy like Shaun who's not sentimental, then get yourself a Brooke that will help you do that.
I'm very far from sentimental.
Oh, I am well aware. Shaun hates him giving me this anniversary present is just the biggest step up.
I find stuff very touching, like moving. Like when I hear a really good story or I read a really good book, like I'll tear up because it's very touching.
Mm-hmm.
Hits me in the feels. But I am not the feels type of person myself. I don't like
You don't like having emotions?
I don't do those things very well.
Yeah.
And that's that you gotta accept that. That's it.
Emotions I'm very accepting of. Because, like, that was one thing before, like, our wedding day. Carrie kept asking me, oh, is Shaun gonna cry when you walk down the aisle? And I was like, hell no.
Nah, dog.
She's like, doesn't that make you sad? And I was like, no. I know who Shaun is. Shaun's not gonna do it.
It's not what I was doing that day.
No. So, yeah. And it's not like I was disappointed with my 30th. I was just, like, more curious if you would do anything more.
No.
But, yeah. So, accept your partner for who they are.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, probably shouldn't marry them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's something that you can't change out of them.
Right.
Like, I can't make Shaun emotional unless if I just put a whole bunch of estrogen in him, but that sounds awful.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Andy Frisella said today, I listened to his podcast, he took a vacation for the first time in 10.5 years.
Damn, dude.
First vacation in 10.5 years. He
But
said it felt good.
Goes a lot of places.
For work.
Mm-hmm. So I could see that.
Yeah. I think vacations are... Yeah. If it was up to me, I would not really ever vacation.
Mm-hmm. I'm well aware.
I wouldn't do it because I could just stay in the day-to-day. I find it more inconvenient to go do things for enjoyment than if I'm just to like work and train. People have to get me to go do things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't go snowmobiling or side-by-siding if it wasn't for like Nate and Lindsay asking us to go and Kyle asking me to go.
Yep.
Otherwise, I would just be like, yeah, but I would just train. And I'd just like go to work.
Yep.
And that's my personality. And I've been like that forever.
Which is so weird because like when we do go places, like you want to go to more places.
Oh, I love it. I have a great time. But
I think it has to be like you have a perfect window. So I think like Salt Lake City was a perfect window because we were there for business. So we did get to do business stuff. And then we had enough time to do some enjoyment, pleasure stuff. And then we came back. So it didn't like take you out of your day-to-day that much. That one we didn't train though during that trip. I did I think, was it both of our Vegas trips we went to the gym?
Yeah. I don't like not training.
I do
much.
like when we get to, train with. Or like Europe was really nice because we did a lot of walking.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess you don't even need to train. I just need exercise. I need movement.
Yeah. So, Europe, we walked 20,000 steps on average a day, it seemed.
Mm-hmm. I like I just like once I go when I'm side by siding, I have fun. Like snowboarding, I have fun. It's getting me there.
Yeah.
Like the vacations, I have fun. I just have to get there. Because I'm like very, I'm happy with doing what I do. I like the process.
Yes. So that's another thing. Know what your spouse's personality traits are and try to help them combat them if they're negative ones. So one thing is Shaun is like that in multiple ways. He doesn't, you have to push him to start. So anytime we go to a business event, I have now learned that I need to just keep pushing Shaun to go talk to someone because he is very no, I don't want to interrupt. No. And I'm like, Shaun, this is your only chance to do this. Go do it. And then he'll do it and it'll be great.
Yeah.
So it's just, understanding your spouse's personality traits and how you can help them through that, or, I mean, compliment them or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's another very big thing. We've always talked about communication. Communication is huge.
Yeah, it's probably number one.
Yes. Which actually I think one of the next business books, or not business, personal growth books I'm going to read after the subtle art of not giving a fuck is going to be and then the fifth agreement after that.
Mm-hmm.
So those are going to be the next ones I read.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Mm-hmm. Which right now I'm trying to finish my book club book, so I haven't been reading it, but I am excited to get back into the personal growth books.
Mm-hmm.
And now Shaun has 2 more he can read.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that shit. I got a lot of personal growth books, but I'm happy because I'm 20 pages left on the Witcher series, and then I don't even think I'm going to start another fiction book for a long time.
Yeah.
Just so I can start knocking down some of these books.
Me.
What have I learned
Come lay down.
over the last? I guess I don't know if I learned it. I just try to do it. I know I have to do things with Sam to make her happy. So,
Ooh,
I do that.
another thing. It is okay to not spend every second of the day together.
Dude, I would say now that we're married, we spend less time together.
Yes. And that's not in a bad way. It's in a way like we just like to do a lot of things together. Like, we actually really enjoy spending time together. So we were in a volleyball league together, and then, well, we were in no leagues for a while until this past summer. Shaun finally, I subbed for my mom's bowling league for the past couple of years. And Shaun would get kind of annoyed because he's just like, well, it's like after work, it's when we're supposed to hang out. And then he joined a golf league this summer. And it's just really nice to like have time like at home, I think, without the other. Because it's not like when you go do your stuff, I'm out partying or doing whatever. Usually I'm like at home just cleaning out my desk or doing things that I want to that I don't feel are appropriate when Shaun's here because I want to actually spend time with him. Mm-hmm. So it's been actually really nice, and I think it's a very healthy thing to make sure you do like things away from each other.
Yeah, so there's 4 levels of like your 4 things you're supposed to do a week, which are pretty difficult to get all in a week. But so you have your personal time. So you're supposed to spend your personal time. You're supposed to spend time with your spouse.
Oh yeah,
You're supposed to spend time with your individual friend groups, and you're supposed to spend time with your together friend groups. So somehow every time, like somehow you need to fucking hit all these in a week, and I don't know how to do that.
I feel like we're a little different because we don't have just like one big friend group. You know, like we have a lot of friends and they're all very like not connected.
Right.
We do have like groups of people we'll go hang out with, but it's not just like a friend. Like Brooke has like her friend group that like they all hang out.
Yeah.
They all go do trips together. Like,
yeah.
we don't have one of those.
I don't know if I want one.
You don't know if you want one?
Yeah.
Why's that?
Commitment.
You do have commitment issues.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the jack of all trades.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at that. Shit. Yeah. Committing to one thing scares me.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Mm-hmm. And I'm married.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else we learned in the last year?
I like how you're just.
Let's move right along here.
Yep. Oh, I had another thing about. You can continue. I've gone through all of them so far. What else have you learned?
Sometimes, if your spouse doesn't want to mate, you just gotta accept that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's tough.
That's a good one.
It's brutal.
And
brutal.
sometimes as a woman, you just have to put out.
Yeah. That's also really good.
Here's the thing. Men just like sex. They don't care. Well, some may care who it's with. But when it's been a long time, they stop caring who it's with.
Yeah.
So if you want your husband to not cheat on you, give it to him.
Yeah, I don't think like I know in that realm, I know like some couples who, you know, like one of the like the woman will be like, oh well, I've gained weight, so I don't want my husband to like see me like this, or you know, we just had a kid and I'm not comfortable with my body. I don't want my husband to see me like this. Yeah, check it out. That dude just wants to stick it in a hole.
Mm-hmm.
He don't give a fuck. And if you're not willing to like accept who you are, then maybe change it.
Yeah. Or I think you have like a lot bigger fish to fry right? Like if you're not comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah.
And like you should be very comfortable with your significant other, like
seeing you naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I get like the pregnancy things. You got hormones and shit, but like yeah, the husband ain't gonna give a fuck.
And if they do, they're probably a piece of shit anyway.
Probably with the wrong person.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I mean, there's pretty much two reasons. Like, a guy wants sex unless he's got something like hormonally wrong with him, which then he should get a blood test. Everyone should get a blood test. I want to get sponsored by a blood test company, like a real one. I think it'd be awesome.
There was one.
Yeah, but the finger pricking shit.
Yeah.
I want like a real lab.
Real
lab.
You could ask Elite Male T.
I need to get a lot more followers. We need a lot more followers. But anyways, that's getting off topic. Hormonal, which get a blood test. Everyone should get a blood test. He's addicted to porn and he's always spanking his stick. Or he's getting it somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, dude. I mean, otherwise a guy wants it. I mean, I can go like a day. You know, if I'm training really hard.
There are some men, though, that have like porn addictions. And because they beat their sticks too often, then they don't want to have sex with their wives.
I just said that.
Oh,
is that what I said?
Oh, that's what you were saying. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Those guys are little bitches.
Yeah, there's something, addiction problem there.
Yeah, but you also got to think, right? Like, that could have stemmed by the women not wanting to have sex with them.
Right.
And so the woman's like, oh, leave me alone. So the guy's like, well, I'll just go jack off.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 years later, the woman's like, hey, so, like, we don't have sex. Yeah? Fucking leave me alone. I already jerked it.
That's true.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. No, it's actually probable.
Very
that
probable.
Definitely fucking happens a lot.
Yeah, I could see that.
So, yeah, I guess, like, accept that sometimes the woman ain't going to want it. And then as the woman, accept that, like, you need to put out or... you know what? This is something I've learned. That's not just with sex. That's also with, like, emotions and, like, connection. Because if a woman needs emotional connection, which women do because they're little hormonal balls.
Yep.
And you as their significant other are not giving them that, like, emotional release they need, they will find that somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And this is how affairs start.
Yes.
And I've always been huge on this. And Sam and I've talked about this at length. I've talked about it at length with many people. Mm-hmm. There's a massive difference between an affair and cheating.
Yes.
Cheating is typically a guy wants to put his stick in a socket. That's it, dude. Yep. That's it. And or a woman just wants that because typically with women it's a lot different. It's usually out of like spite to get back at someone or something, right? Like women are a lot hormonally different than men. Yeah. Biologically, men do that for sport. Yep. It's like men in our biology, we want to breed with as many people as possible. It's like biologically a thing. Yep. That in our DNA, men want to repopulate. Yes. Okay? And women are like caring and nurturing and they're like women are a lot more likely to be with one person and nurture that family.
Yep. So anyways.
So, baby, not liking this?
No, I'm loving it.
What's going on?
You just over-explaining things. I love it.
People need to know.
Okay.
They might not know.
That's true.
But so an affair and cheating, like when you're not giving that emotional connection to your spouse, to your wife, they're going to find it somewhere else. And that's an affair. And that is not a good thing because that is a bond. That's a connection.
Yes.
That's hard to sever. That's more difficult to sever compared to a one night fling or something that has nothing to do with the bond and it's for like sport.
Yeah.
Or for like, you know.
Yeah.
And so.
And both partners could have an affair too.
Absolutely. Both partners. Absolutely. A guy, especially an emotional guy, those little bitches. An emotional guy, you know, his wife doesn't spend time with him, doesn't talk to him, whatever. Because think about it, right? You get a dominant woman, and you get a submissive man.
Yeah.
Unlike the what's the 4-quadrant thing? The disc analysis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get like a dominant on the disc analysis, and then you get like the guy's like an S or whatever. Yeah. So anyways, you get that, and it can be the guy can absolutely have an affair.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to, I guess what I've learned in that realm, I didn't really learn it in the last year, but whatever. You have to be there for support for your significant other, even if you're not really fucking interested. You just got to do it.
Yeah, and
Just suck it out.
the past couple months we've talked about this too. Literally like asking, do you want my advice or do you want me to just listen?
This is what we have like actually learned and put into place in this last year.
Yeah.
And that is sometimes they just want to vent.
Yep.
I am very solution based. I even did this. I do this with like Ryan. I do it with other friends now.
Yeah.
Do you want a solution or do you just want me to hold space? That's it. And then they can answer. And it might actually like speed up the conversation. Yeah. Because they'll just realize like, oh, I'm just venting.
As a woman, I just like to get thoughts out of my brain. So a lot of things I just tell Shaun. And they would go a lot better, I think, a lot of times if I just can be like, I just want to get this out of my brain and then we don't even need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Then that's done.
Yep. Though, one more thing I've learned this year. Ask instead of act.
Okay.
Say I'm a little irritated that you haven't done the dishes in a couple days. That's in our vows. Do you know you put that in the vows? The laundry. Laundry.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll use that one. Say you haven't done laundry in a few days, and
You're getting a little pissed.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm running out of fucking spandex, you know? Instead of acting and, like, trying to get you, like, doing things to try and, like, moving the laundry out in the center of the room.
Being, like, passive-aggressive.
Being, like, passive-aggressive. Being like, oh, hey, babe, I noticed, like, I'm out of slider shorts. What's up with that? You know, like, instead of acting, ask. Hey, babe. Well, what's up? Why haven't you done laundry in like 3 days? Just ask. And like that goes into like every level of everything in the relationship.
Yeah, going off of that, there's been times with like dishes and shit that Shaun just puts them all over the counter instead of in the sink or in the dishwasher.
Fuck yeah.
But there's so many times where like I start getting annoyed and then I'm like, no. I can't get annoyed at this because it is a very give and take thing in Shaun, like in our relationship is sometimes Shaun doesn't have time or he forgets to put them in the sink. Sometimes I don't do laundry for a couple of days. So it's like a very give and take thing of like, yes, there may be a stretch that I only do dishes, but Shaun's probably only doing laundry. As long as you're both doing like something or if like you just have to remember that there are times where people forget or they just may not have time or it's not a priority on their plate because they could have bigger things to be thinking about.
Yeah.
So it's always a give and take. But I wouldn't ask, hey babe, why haven't you done the laundry?
You should.
Maybe if you had a chore chart or whatever.
Not even a chore, like if that's like
if that's the rules.
I I didn't say that. You said that.
You're
If
about
that's,
to.
if that's the rules, then no. I was gonna say if that's like the roles you guys had agreed on. If
Okay,
like we
yeah.
agreed like, hey, you do laundry, I do dishes. If we agreed on that, you know,
Yeah.
because like some couples do agree on shit like that.
I would call that a chore chart.
Ah, sure, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I think it's a fucking rule.
Roll. Close enough.
That's funny.
But yeah, then that would
Rules
make
in this
sense.
house, babe. Laundry every 3 days.
Mm.
Anyways.
But yeah, so I mean, make sure it's always a give and take.
Yeah.
Can't just have one partner taking.
Okay. This is probably the biggest thing I've learned in the last year.
Okay.
You guys have an air fryer? Does that save a life?
Yeah, it does.
Instead of having like, because we like eating salmon, instead of like preheating the oven and like putting this thing in a pan and baking it in the oven, we can now have our dinner in 20 minutes by pulling it out, slapping seasoning, throwing it in the air fryer, making some rice. Bam!
Done.
So that's probably been like the biggest thing we've learned this year.
Yeah.
As far as like, because doing that can speed up the time for us hanging out.
Yeah.
So like.
And we've been really slacking on dinners lately because a lot of the stuff that we did before for dinner, it was like an hour process just to make it. And Sean and I, we have a lot going on. We got the podcast. Sean has his MMA classes. We have a lot going on. So being able to make dinner and eating it within 20 minutes is a game changer for
really
us.
cool.
So that's been a really fucking nice thing. Get an air fryer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think those are some good pieces of advice.
Yeah, I think so.
The first thing you do when you see your spouse is fucking kiss him.
Yeah.
Like when you get home from work, make sure you kiss him.
Yep.
Gotta always have that intimacy.
Say, how was your day, babe?
And then kiss him?
No, just say, how was your day, babe? Kiss him, sure, and then just fucking listen to him drone on about work.
Hell yeah, man.
Love it. Let's see here. Oh, another thing is to ask your spouse what they did for themselves that day.
That's one we just started yesterday, wasn't it?
2 days ago.
2 days ago. I like that one. What did you do today?
So far, nothing.
Oh.
So far, I've done nothing for myself today.
Sorry, babe.
How about you?
Went to go Visa.
Fucking son of a bitch. Yeah, I haven't done anything for me today yet.
No, not yet. Damn.
I planned to. It was going to be the gym this morning. Plowed snow instead. And then I was like, well, I'm still gonna get there. But then I ended up doing material runs all day.
Yeah. Do we want a gym tonight?
No.
Okay.
No.
Thank God. I really didn't want to leave this house with how it looks outside.
Yeah.
It looks cold, and I just want to be warm.
My poor car's just stranded at Cameron Street.
No, that's why I was like, we could go to the gym and go get your car if you wanted.
It's late.
Yeah, and?
I don't know. So anyhow, I think that's what I got for this year.
I think so too. We those questions in that journal are like intense questions.
Are they?
Yeah.
Eesh.
So yeah, we have a 3-year relationship journal now. So we'll see how that works out. See what we learned in this year. Well, babe, it's been great.
That's what I got for you guys. Check us out on the YouTubes.
Hey, you're missing one last thing, babe. Grab the book behind you.
Oh.
Forgot it last week and got to do today's. It's the 22nd. 2/22 of 23. Ooh, okay. I'll guess what book it's. Book? Is that what it is? Book and chapter. That sounds right. Okay. Sean's flipping pages. Taking his time.
Dedicated a whole page to February 22nd.
Oh, damn.
The lake, which Harry had always taken for granted as just another feature of the grounds, drew his eyes whenever he was near a classroom window. A great, irony mass of chilly water, whose dark and icy depths were starting to seem as distant as the moon.
Oh my. Is that like book 6?
No.
Half-Blood Prince? No?
What? When is the lake and Harry ever together?
Well, that's why I feel like it's got to be one of the later ones.
Oh yeah.
Is it not?
When is the lake pertinent in the story?
Goblet of Fire.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
What chapter?
The lake. So it must be the scene with them swimming, right?
Yeah.
So probably 12?
26.
Oh,
the second
shit.
task.
Man, I suck.
That's all right. Can't win them all.
No. Do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll do one.
Okay. I don't remember which ones we've done so far. We should have really marked them.
Yeah.
Professor Sprout had the prophet propped against a bottle of ketchup and was reading the front page with such concentration that she was not noticing the gentle drip of egg yolk falling into her lap from her stationary spoon.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
No. You don't even like think out loud. You just like the silence of the podcast. Just nothing.
Professor Sprout.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with the Order of Phoenix.
There you go. Okay. What chapter?
30.
25. The Beetle at Bay.
I was thinking it was either the Prisoner of Azkaban for Sirius getting out, or for the shit that was all fucked up during the Order of Phoenix at the Ministry.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Magic.
Isn't it also called the Daily Prophet?
Yeah.
That's what I
think
thought.
so.
I think that's why it really confused me by how it said that.
Yeah.
Well, cool. That's what I got for you today, guys.
Sick.
Oh, do you want to put it back? Okay.
Yep.
Are you going to say anything else?
No, thanks for tuning in, guys. Check us out on the YouTubes. Give us a subscribe. Give us a follow. And tell somebody if you like the show.
Yeah. Rate us on Spotify.
Oh, yeah. Give us a fucking review. Put a comment somewhere. I don't know.
We're still not on Apple Podcasts, but I believe we're on Pandora now as well.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Thank you.
Sick. Peace.
See ya.